Hey y'all, it's Lena with What's Poppin' USA, Small Business Home Shopping Network, and today I have a special guest. Today on Glass Table Talks, we have Miss Itiel McVay, who resides up in Charlotte, North Carolina. I have been rocking with this lady for the last maybe, 10 years or so. You are going to love her and love her smelly good stuff. Can't wait to chat with her. Here she is. World, this is Itiel McVay up in Charlotte.
Yes.
Up in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And her business is called the SmellGoodSpa.
Yes. Yes.
And before you came on, I was like, and she not only got the girl line, she got the dude line, the king line. And so go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself. And how you got started. Your big girl job was Smell Good, and how you got into Smell Good, and where you are today and where you're going a little bit.
Okay. Well, before I do that, one thing I forgot to do is put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So if you don't mind, I'm going to do that.
That's fine. You go do what you need to do, hon.
So, yes, Itiel McVay, co-founder and chief product creator at SmellGoodSpa. Got started in 1998 where my husband and I, wanted to sell incense and oils because we are enthusiasts for incense and oils. And we would go back to the vendor on the street where they were roaming.
Always. You can never find them. He roll up his blanket and go to the next corner or next block, and you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, yeah, that was a thing. Yeah.
That was a thing. So my husband came to me and asked, why don't we just start a business online for other fragrance oils and incense enthusiasts? And we got started, and we started just with one of those plastic shoe boxes where you could just, we had the regular incense and the regular oils in them.
Did you have to learn how to dip them? Is that, did you actually make the, how did you actually?
We weren't doing that at the time. We just started with, just finding a manufacturer who already did it, and we were, selling it.
Okay, because, back then, you said 98, the internet was not like it is now, and you couldn't just Google it and come up with a YouTube video on how to. Right?
Exactly. I mean, so I am truly, just to digress a bit, I am truly the 90s entrepreneur. I know how to code. I know how to create websites. I know how to do HTML, all of that, because we did not have the Shopify.
We did not drag and click.
We did not have any of that.
Build everything.
So this is why even today I have an affinity for developers. I still work with developers because,
so
they can actually give
on
you
the
more.
back end.
Yes.
Oh, that code don't look right. Let's move this over. Let's, and they don't.
Exactly. So just to go back to, so we started, and then we would vend around the city.
Okay.
And
so city, y'all are, but you said, okay. So he's from, y'all are from
New Jersey, and I'm
right,
from
and you're from Philly, and y'all migrated
in Charlotte. Yes.
Okay.
And so, one of our customers or one of his good friends said, "Hey, have you ever considered doing your own fragrances?" Now he doesn't do. He wasn't really knowledgeable in it, but I guess he saw something within us.
He saw a path for y'all.
And so I looked into that and started to create blends and realized that it came naturally to me. It came naturally to me to envision and to create and to blend and fragrances, which now are our signature fragrance oils. And so then within that, started getting educated on incense. I always wonder why, I might get a headache or feel an effect from incense purchased in stores.
Right.
And then I realized that they were using solvents to dilute the oils. and why the fragrance doesn't last long, why the stick starts to smell like it's a burning stick instead of the fragrance that
Wow,
you
you
smell.
hear this, y'all? You hear this, y'all? These are some nuggets, some gems. So when y'all go get them giant fucking enormous gas station incense that are like 12 feet long, right? And you think it's a deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deal because
Right.
you got a big old
Your oil has been diluted.
stick.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So started dipping incense in our signature scents. And so till this day, our signature hand dip incense and our signature oils are what SmellGoodSpa is known for. People still
Wow.
loving our scents from the late 90s, early 2000s. New people coming in, it's becoming their favorites.
I
And
love that.
so along with that, I started to get into the skincare, onto the bath and body care. And with the bath and body care, just your basic everyday care, but now with just more wholesome ingredients,
Right,
things to keep your skin protected,
right,
hydrated, conditioned,
right.
and giving our customers a chance to now infuse this bath and body with our signature
I
fragrance.
was gonna ask, did you take those signature scents and
Mhm.
actually put them into the
Right.
skin or bath line?
Yes. So
Ooh.
they can select those scents, and then they can have an entire line of, for example, breadfruit oil and breadfruit shower body wash, or bar soap, breadfruit lotion, breadfruit body butter, and just
Ooh.
layer it and keep breadfruit in your house, burning in your home. So I say breadfruit because that is a big seller. A big
Wow.
seller in our fragrances, breadfruit.
So how many signature scents do you have?
Oh wow, Lena.
Oh, so you've been rocking a while. Okay.
Right,
Okay.
I should have
So do you
counted.
have like collections like a like spring or a floral collection or a sultry selection? Like how do you group your things? Or
Mm,
if somebody came to you and said, okay, so I come to you, right? I like there are certain smells that I like, but I wouldn't know how that translates over. Would you be able to say, oh well, if you like so and so, then you would probably like
yes,
dot.
yes.
Mm.
I am able to do that.
She's a smellier.
I am able to.
She's a
Yes,
smellier. I love that.
yes.
What does breadfruit smell like? I'm just
Oh well, breadfruit is a combination of a dark coconut scent. So when I say dark, it is coconut, but it's deeper, has a more heady
ooh,
note to it, with
yeah,
mangoes and then a hint of woods underneath it. So it's a nice scent.
smells
It's very
really good. And coconut is that's my jam.
nice.
You know
So
what I mean? So, oh, that's
and
nice.
I could help you with that, with all of our coconut scents and collections and things of that nature. Yeah, to
So,
direct you.
so what did you do before you started Smell Good? What was your big girl job beforehand?
I was a fitness trainer, and and I've also been into retail since the age of 18. So
Customer centric.
retail was my first paid internship, and I
Oh,
stayed
wow.
for it was my very first job, and it was a paid internship.
Oh, wow. So all of that is very customer centric, though. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? And that attests to why you've been in business for so long. From what I see,
Yeah.
because you are comfortable with your customers, building that rapport.
Hmm.
Apparently, they love you. You know what I mean? If they keep coming back, and you've got these signature scents. So you went from body oils and incense. So then you went into a skincare line,
Bath and body care.
body care. Okay.
And most recently, within this past year, which we have been very successful with, and I am very uh, excited about, is
Mhm.
that we have gone into our skincare line. And so we started our skincare line with these beautiful serums, and
Ooh.
they our customers loved it. It was basically the test to see if we could get into skincare. And so now we are working with cosmetic formulators, getting great skincare in and having our patrons. We have a Patreon page, and our patrons are actually the ones who are testing out this our skincare for this phase, so that we can go
Wow.
ahead and start having complex uh,
Right.
skincare that is
Right.
wholesome, that gives high end results, but that is
Right.
made with natural ingredients, because our cosmetic formulators, what
Mm,
they do and what we love is that they study the science behind how to
right.
get all these natural ingredients to work synergistically with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. My brain is just like, "Ooh, that's cool." So, with your skincare line, with your serums, what are they? Is it for like hydration? Is it for me for like wrinkles? Like, what is it? Like, what are your, tell me, can you tell? Or is it like a trade secret? Can't tell right now.
No, it's
Oh,
no, it's no, because it's purposely for everything that you just mentioned. And I'm glad you asked that question, because just going back a bit, when I started the Bath and Body line, I
right.
started with, I was a younger woman, right? So um did not need as much
The
per
gray,
se,
gray, the gray.
right? So then as I started growing older, I knew my customer base of women were also growing older with me.
Right.
So formulation started to change for
Yes.
maturing skin,
Yes. And
for
that's what
which
I'm,
suffers dryness, which suffers discoloration. You start to say, where did this come from? This
oh
was
my
out there.
goodness. I'm like, if I had to draw my eyebrows on, and if I pull my brain, if I pull my bangs up, you'll see all the M's on my forehead from all the damn lines. Girl, I need some help. I think I just got an expressive face, and so my face is just kind of like, oh,
Well,
you know.
hey,
But I'm
and
getting
that's the
some.
beauty of skincare. It helps to fill out that collagen, just so the lines can look smoother, or even look like they are invisible. And
Right,
so,
plump them a
yes,
little
our
bit instead
serums.
of getting
Yes,
injections like all
yes,
these little Botox
yes.
babies walking around.
And
Do it
so
naturally.
thus that translates over to our serums. It translates over into our skincare. It's
Right.
for, and the focus is on anti-aging, mature,
I love
skin.
that. Because we really get a bad rap. I
Mhm.
see all these commercials out there, and it's really funny because when you look at the aging lady commercials, even like Olay and Regenerist, and all these bitches are young and they're acting like they're in their 50s. And I'm like, no, you know what I mean? No, that's not,
Right,
no, that ain't that good. You know
right.
what I'm saying? So, like liars. So, we really need, we really need something that is more natural though,
Hmm.
because then you start putting, anytime I would try to even use some of those wrinkle creams or whatever, I was an Avon lady for a hot minute, and I tried to use some of theirs, and as soon as I opened it, I would smell
Hmm.
the chemicals and all of that, and if I can smell it like that, I can't really put it on my skin because
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
hypersensitive to
Hmm.
everything,
Hmm.
and so I really appreciate the us older ladies, you know what I mean, are being thought of when it comes to natural skincare like that, because it is a world of difference, and there really isn't anything out there. Those other products, those commercial products seem like they're out there faking the funk. Like I said, they got 20 and 30 somethings on their commercials trying to act like they 50 and 60. And that's not, we know the difference.
We know better.
We know better. So when is your skincare line full launch? You're in test phase now?
Well, on certain products now, our serums are full launch. Our hyaluronic serums are full launch. They've been
Okay.
full launch for over a year now. Uh,
Nice,
right
nice,
now, we
nice.
have some face washes and herbal toners available in cucumber and rose, lemon, orange
Wow.
on our website.
Okay.
Which, when people visit, that's the featured section that they'll see.
Nice.
Another category that I want to highlight is our
Right.
Love Skin. Love Skin is all about um, how can I say it, more wholesomely dense moisturizers.
Right.
So it's all along the
So
lines of
I know you use your
anti-aging
own products,
body
right?
care. I do. Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell the world I'm 50. How old are
Mhm.
you?
I'm 48.
See, and your skin is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing. So I'm like, I'm saying that because I want people to see.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not up close. If I got up close, you'll see the wrinkles and the
Mhm.
makeup that I got on. But you're right up in the camera, and your face is just beautiful.
Oh, thank
And that means to me that your products, you know what I mean? You're a walking billboard
you,
of
boy.
your own products. Is what I'm
Thank
trying
you.
is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
You're a
Thank
walking
you.
billboard, and that's
Thank you.
a good girl. I got
Thank
some
you.
work to do. I need to jump on your website. I'm sorry. Continue, child. Continue.
No,
Continue.
no. I mean, it's a good conversation.
So tell me about your okay. So love. So let the love line. So tell us a little bit about that, and then I want to talk about your men's line because a lot of time the men don't get much love.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
So,
So
right. So we have LOVE.SKIN,
yes.
and just give you a bit of history about that because I know this is not only about my creating, but also about me as being a woman entrepreneur. And I just want to just give some insight into that for other women entrepreneurs working on things, working on projects. So collaboration has always been a big part
Oh,
of my business.
huge deal. Yes, that's a
It
huge
has
deal.
always been a big part
Hold on.
of
Let me get.
okay, got me. It's always been a part of ETL being within the community of business. Because I believe that, and that's something maybe I can touch on before we let out as far as are you going to be, what type of business are you going to be? And so by me making a decision on what type of business I want it to be, um, collaboration has always been a big part of it. So collaborating with other enterprising women. So LOVE.SKIN was supposed to be just that. It was supposed to be a collaboration with me and another woman who's was building her platform on a different matter, but it could have been a beautiful collaboration
Right, like a
and
joint.
a joint, right?
Right, right.
So after several talks and let's see if I can get this to be better. After several uh, talks and communication, I could kind of see she was um, having false objections, not really being fully honest with what she did not want to do and wanted to do. And
Right,
so everything now became questionable to me, you know,
right.
although it was my project
Because
that
she
I wanted.
wasn't fully vested.
Right. And so that was
Here.
fine. And
Right, right,
so
right,
since I started off with her in mind,
right,
um, it was not a problem because I am not just as a woman, I have
right,
no problem with detachments or
right.
separation or moving on, you know. So I bring that also into my business.
Juicy
Yeah,
bitch!
I bring that also into my business. I have no fear of those things. And I
Right,
just want to point that out for other women entrepreneurs who
right.
may, you know, because those are things that hold you back. Those are things that don't allow you to grow. Those are things that keep you stagnant. So
I had to
we,
let go
mhm,
of a partner, and
mhm,
she kinda let me go, but I was still holding on as
mhm,
far as, her Instagram and her
mhm,
Facebook, just,
mhm,
just as a because we were friends, and then I
mhm,
was like, "Helena, why are you doing this?
mhm, mhm. Yeah.
Just cut it." And then when I cut it, it just felt,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? And I didn't wanna be mean.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean? As a woman, we kinda get taken either we're too soft
mhm,
with stuff or we're the bitch. You know
right.
what I mean? And so I don't really want I was trying not to.
And so, what happened was, so I had to regroup. I had to
Right,
take different notes. I had to change. I never changed the purpose of what I wanted Love Skin to be.
right.
I just, you know, had to do it,
You
taking her out
pivoted.
that far.
You
So
pivoted.
I am proud of LOVE.SKIN. It is a collection
The
of
baby now.
pulsary dense moisturizers for anti-aging, for anti-aging, for preventing, not preventing, but protecting, because we can't
Protected.
prevent aging, but protecting
Right.
the skin as it
Protected.
ages,
Right.
and
Right.
for women who already have mature skin,
Right.
for restoring it,
Right.
for giving it that healthiness back to it.
Correct.
And so that's what LOVE.SKIN is about.
Oh, I
And
love that.
we have a beautiful, deep moisturizing gel, which is known as a conditioner in the industry lines.
Oh,
We
a
also
body
have
conditioner?
it's a gel
Oh.
skin conditioner. And then we have a advanced hydration cream, which I love.
Oh.
And then now we just introduced our uh, mango, and let's say it's different other butters with it. So it's all butter. So acai butter,
Ooh.
pomegranate butter, rose butter.
And you came up with
Um,
all of, like, how do you even, what is your process? Do you have like a notebook? You jump up in the middle of the night and I'm like, you know what I
I
mean?
do.
And like,
I love creating. I'm a creator. I know I'm a woman entrepreneur. I'm a woman in business, but
right.
I am a
Okay, but
creator,
okay,
and I have a
correct.
book.
Okay, yes, I know you do, girl. I
I
got
have
like 20
several.
of them. I got one for every event, one for everything. I got 20
Right.
million books. So I'm feel you with the book. Yes. But what I'm saying, like, okay, the reason why is I'm asking is because, you know, we have a lot of small business owners that are watching, and they're just like, wow, she does a lot of stuff. Well, I do a lot of stuff too. So how come, how is she, how, I'm talking as, the other small business, like, how is she able to, like, get, like, work with, you know, all these high tech people to formulate this and do, like, and how do you do that? Like, how does that work? How would, if somebody was interested in, you know, and I'll say, don't go to Walmart, don't go to Target, because they're gonna try to steal your secrets and your formula, your ingredients, your recipe. You know what I mean? But how do you do it on your own? What direction would you tell people to go in if they have, a cream, or a body butter, or a candle, or whatever the hell it is, you know what I mean? That, and they want to really take it to that next level, so that it's like, patented or whatever, and then, and then it's tried and true and clinically tested, and then they go to the net. Like, how do you do that? It sounds like you're building your empire.
To that individual, I would say it's not about your product. You haven't decided which type of business you want to be.
Right.
That's the bottom line. When you decide on what type of business you want to be,
Mhm.
then you will walk in that path of
Right.
what that business wants to be. And what I mean by that, do you want to be a business in the community, or do you want to be a business for the community? There's a difference.
And I really tell people that when they start a business, before they start a business, because your girl wrote a book. And so the first chapter in the book is finding your passion. What is it that makes you tick? What is it that wakes you up in the middle of the night, that you got to write down your ideas, your music notes, your poetry? What is it that wakes you up, that prompts you, that drives you? But also, it can't be that dollar, because if you're chasing that dollar, you're going to chase anything and do anything, and your business integrity is going to be like bull caca. So, and you also got to find that thing that drives you, that you are so passionate about, that you don't get put to the wayside, and it doesn't become that albatross around your neck when shit gets hard, because it's going to get hard before it gets better. You see her now, she's established, she's got all this shit, but
And
back in
it still gets
1998,
it still gets challenging, but I'm just
right,
smarter, I'm just wiser, I'm just, have built more in my network in
right,
order to
right,
say,
trial and
let's
error,
keep
you hit
going.
the speed
Hmm.
bumps. But for those people that Cause you know them. How many people you know? You got that one
Yeah.
friend or that one cousin that been everything. He been a car salesman. He been he done had his own lawn care service. Put a mower in the back of his Pinto. You know what I mean? He detailing cars. He washing windows. Every hustle, or that female. She been a Mary Kay. She been Avon. She done sold Tupperware back in the day. You know what I mean? She does Amway. She jump on the next thing. Always that next thing. Always that next thing. That's
Right. And
because they haven't found their true.
right.
They're just
Well,
grasping at what's easy instead of what's.
right.
If I'm
What
making any sense to you
you are making sense. They haven't grasped what's more formidable for them,
at the moment,
to be not just a successful business person, but a successful individual.
right?
And so, getting back to a business in the community or for the community, and how
Right.
do I do what I do, is because I have chosen to be a business for the community. So that means I pay attention to people. I pay attention to their needs.
You're customer
So,
centric.
for example, we had powder bottles, the squeeze kind, and
Oh,
I started to realize that, hey, people are getting older. People are losing dexterities in their
the grip.
hands. People can no longer. So we changed that to not only did we change it for that, but we changed it for humanity as far as packaging. We went
Right.
from plastic to glass wherever we can. And so we shifted and put that into a glass bottle,
Eco
where
focused. Right. Right.
where now it's like it's a style of a spice bottle with larger holes, and so they can shake it instead of having to squeeze
It.
it. So
Right.
that's the point I'm making. That's just one example of when
You
you
grow and you
choose
evolve. You
what you
adapt
want to be,
with
then
your
you will
customer.
go into that direction. Um, it's not wrong though, whichever one you choose,
Right.
because if you choose that you want to be a business in the community, then you do go after being a part of conglomerates where they're going to sell your products.
Correct.
You will
Correct.
go after that. That's what you want to do, and that's fine. But if you are that entrepreneur, that woman entrepreneur who's hearing my voice right now,
Right.
and your being is more holistic,
Right.
then you have to feed that and you have to go from that. That means it's a bit more challenging because you do have to care for people. You
And
do have to
caring
care for them.
it
And you do,
hurts. Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And so that means you get a lot more. That means you do have feelings, but you cannot have very thin skin.
Hey,
Very
right.
thin skin.
Yes. Yes. No, no, I know. I know. I know.
Right. Right.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, and as like I said, as women, we're either seen as like super pushover, like
Mhm.
docile, we're like
Mhm.
extreme, or we're just super like like Cruella.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so, especially when it comes to business, I
Mhm.
think women kind of get stereotyped in in um in business. I know that I have, in my little small world. You know what I mean? Of what
That's why it's so important to see value in other women, since we're speaking about women entrepreneurs now, women in
right,
business. And I also have a book. I have a memoir, um, and so titled "Enterprise: a holistic anthology of experiences through a Black woman's lens."
oh, I
And
love
I
it.
am just speaking of my experiences of being a Black woman entrepreneur, observing my other Black enterprising women in business who have uh, left their love of creativity
Right. To
because of
chase a
different
dollar.
things that come, not even so much chase a dollar, but you know things that come into their lives, not being able to shift, not being able to adjust, not being able
Oh,
to
yeah, stagnant.
overcome, women who don't connect with other women, and how that only can last but for so long, you know and so I do speak from just
Right.
different things of I speak to these women who are chasing after these influencers and chasing after these celebrity like people and trying to send them things for free and
Right,
not
right.
making enough and not even having business credit or good personal credit and still giving things
Anything.
away for free without
Right.
knowing how to establish working capital using their own skills.
Right.
So, it is a situation.
Do you do
There's a lot of things to
mentor?
overcome.
Do you mentor?
It just all depends. Do I mentor
You
as
seem
far
like
as
you
can
do.
I mentor? But
You
I do
seem like
mentor
you do.
when people do approach me or they want to know,
Right.
I do give insight
Right.
and have people think about these things. Think about these. That's what my memoir is about. Think about these ideas or things that are out there. Why do you think this way? Why, why do you think you cannot um, progress?
Right.
There's so
It's a
many,
mental, yeah.
right. There's so many things already within us. I had years ago, I had an interview, and the question to me was, what is it that you needed? I'm paraphrasing. What is it that you needed in your business to grow? So sometimes the
Okay.
obvious answer is money or whatever, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
Right,
so
right, right, right.
my answer was, you know, myself. I had to
Uh,
change myself. The whole thing was it internal. There's very few things out there. If you make something, someone
right,
will buy it. More
right.
than likely. That's a given.
Right, right,
That's just what's going to happen. But
right.
can you continue with that? Can you grow with that?
It's the
Can you go through the
maintenance
ebbs and
of the
flow of
consistent.
it?
Yes,
And that means that
yes,
there's something within you
yes,
that you
yes.
need to set right in order
Right,
for it to uh for you to be more transparent with
right,
your work.
right, right. I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think that with that and coupling it with something that you're passionate about,
Mm-hmm.
because you're more willing to stick with something that you're passionate about. I mean, if you're passionate about Avon, you know what I'm saying? Then go ahead and go get that. Go get that pink Cadillac with Mary Kay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But is it Mary Kay that you're passionate about, or Avon that you're passionate about,
Right.
or is it being empowered to be your own woman and make your own decision, like your own mini business? Is that what's driving you?
Right.
That passion. So that's where I mean, as far as finding your passion, because that way, coupling it with, like you said, when things go bump, you know what I mean? The ebb and flow of business. Sometimes things go good. Sometimes they don't go so well. Sometimes things, a product that you think is going to be hitting,
Mm-hmm.
it's like,
Girl.
cricket,
Girl. Yes.
you know what I'm saying? And got no, like,
Yes.
minus 300 clicks on the website. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
so it is. And if
Been
you don't
there.
have that, right, dude, yeah. So if you don't have that within you and you're like, damn it, I know I'm doing it, I know I'm on the right path. I know, and you don't have that consistency and that persistency, then it's gonna it's gonna take you with it, and your mood and your whole ego and your whole everything
Right.
down the tubes. You know what I mean? It's all interwoven.
Yeah, because motivation is something that you're never going to have. You got to be disciplined. Motivation
Girl, you
is
know what? Bills. That would motivate me. Bills, pay having a roof, eating, being able to
but
put coffee in my cup.
right,
That's what motivates me.
right. But motivation isn't something that you always have to be motivated. You
Right.
see,
Right.
some people. So what I mean by that is motivation is a good thing, but you have to know how to motivate yourself. In order for you to motivate yourself, you have to be disciplined in going what
Completely
you
right.
are
So,
working on.
do you have a plan? And I want to harp on this for small business
Mhm.
owners. Do you Do you set goals for your business? I know you do. I say,
Sure.
of course I do. But that a lot of people don't. So
Mhm.
to you and I, we're like, oh yeah, we got short-term goals. We got,
Mhm.
and we got our long-term, our
Mhm.
five,
I
our
got
5-year
lists. I
plan,
got lists behind me now,
and
and
then
I
you can
mark
check
dates
it
of when they were
off. And
completed. And
that's what I'm that's
yes.
what I'm saying. But a lot of people don't have that. And if you
Mhm.
don't have that structure to know where you're going and where you want to go, how do you know where to go and how to get there in
Right.
XYZ if you haven't put it
Right.
down on
Right.
paper, literally
And right. And
in that
even just what
notebook?
you exactly. Just saying that. And I was speaking about Love Skin earlier, and I'm about to launch another product next week in the Love Skin line, but that's been on the list, you know, uh,
Right,
for a while. And I'm so glad that, now it's ready to go. It's about to launch.
right.
And I proudly just the other day just put the date beside it, month, day, year,
Woo,
just
woo.
and I date these things so that I can look back and see, okay,
Progress.
progress, and
This
and
girl
right.
did it. You know what I get? I'm saying exactly. Like, hey, I did that thing. That's
So
exactly. But that motivates you. How good, Itiel, does it feel when you can be like, I checked that bitch off the list.
feels
You know
good.
what I mean? And then you're like, all right, on to the next one.
Right.
And then you check that off the list. And
Exactly.
every time you're building your empire. So did you think, you know what I mean, when you first started way back when in 1998 with the dude that was rolling up his blanket that you were stalking, you know what I'm saying? Did you think, you know what I mean? I'm sure you had a vision of what you wanted it to be, of what you would have liked it to. You know what? I think, yeah, a website. Okay, I can do this. I can make my own stuff. Did you think you would have this multiple streams of income and this mini enterprise that you've created for yourself?
No, I had no idea. I just knew that I enjoyed creating, and that's what I wanted to keep doing.
Right,
And that then I realized I can be enterprising with this creating. And then I got smarter and started connecting with veteran creators,
reaching out.
veteran women in business.
Yep,
See how do I make this thing work?
yep,
Um,
yep.
just started paying attention to industries around me, what was
Right.
going on.
Always market research.
Yep.
Always, always,
And
always market
so
research.
no, but
Yep.
am I filled with gratitude to the brim? For
Yeah.
it. Never really. Uh, it's amazing. You really don't know all that you have in you unless you actually
Right.
keep doing the work.
Right. Right. Now let me ask you. Um, So your husband, how does
Mhm.
he feel about your mini enterprise here?
Because it's our mini enterprise, so he's
Oh, so
excited.
is he like a full-fledged, like,
So he has, you don't see him at all, but he is like a huge supporter, cheerleader. Our daughters, they work in the incense department and things like that.
love it?
So it's although you see my face,
Right, right.
it's a whole family, you
I
know,
love that.
behind it. And so I'm even grateful to have that. And and for women who are listening who may say, well, see, I don't have that. Well, let me
Right.
tell you that doesn't matter, because um my husband would tell you I've taken this thing and ran with it. you know, I've taken this thing and he
My
always says
husband
it.
is tired of me.
Yeah.
Okay. You know,
Yeah.
like for real. So yeah.
He does not,
Right.
I'm glad that I, have his support, and his
Right.
support is needed. Um, but hey, you have
That
to,
was your drive to
right.
just skyrocket.
Even regardless of having him,
Right.
I saw value in other women. I realized women needed each other, and you have to connect yourself
You really do.
with other enterprising women. No woman is an island, and I will always continue to say this. I've been saying this since early 2000s to women.
There are so many women that isolate themselves,
Mm-hmm,
or, we use that crab in the barrel for
mm-hmm,
us, but that,
mm-hmm,
always
mm-hmm.
backstabbing and
Yes,
conniving and
yes.
catty bitchy, dot, dot, dot. And we can do
It
so much
becomes a crutch.
more. It does.
Mm-hmm,
And it's very toxic,
mm-hmm,
and it seeps into, really every facet of your
mm-hmm,
business then, and
mm-hmm,
nothing prospers
mm-hmm.
because it's all sour.
Right.
You know
And
what I
my
mean?
question is, when people do that, what are you? If you say that this
Right.
is it, then what are you? If you say this crab in the barrel, if you say that Black people don't support each other, then what are you? What, you know what I mean?
Are
So
you
you
out
have
there?
right. So you have
Right.
to be the opposite of what you're saying. It can't be everybody, because if it's everybody, then that means it's you too.
Hello.
So I mean, so those things, just like you said, become toxic, and it
Yes. Yes.
becomes
It's just they want to compete.
yes,
And I'm just like, child, you know how many people there are on this damn planet?
yes.
Do you really think my little piece of whatever is gonna detract from your little piece of whatever? Like, like, even we're all, and it's okay. So even just my peoples here in Atlanta, damn it, just because you sell candles up here on the north side, bitch, that don't mean it's detracting from your shit on the south side of Atlanta. Like, people are really, they get really like, no, this is mine, and this is, you're doing the same thing as me, so we can't connect because you gonna, and we gonna, and that's a lot.
And you're right, because our other business is t-shirts and custom t-shirts. My husband, he that's what he manages over. But the thing is, someone had within my network
Right.
knew that, reached out and said they were sending someone our way.
Okay.
And when my husband started to have the conversation, the one thing she said was, I don't want my design stolen. And my husband's like, what? Like,
Design stolen.
but you need the work done. I don't want to steal your design. Anyone can steal your design. But it's funny how with us, within us, like, why would you think that
Get real
your
particular.
would steal your design? But you need the work done.
Look, bitch, don't nobody
So
want your family reunion T-shirt. Don't nobody care about your 50th birthday. Like, like, really? It is not that serious.
so it's just those mindsets that are just very
And those are coming,
interesting
and that's
within our
customers.
community.
And that's customers. So
Mm-hmm.
imagine the customers, but then you got the business owners also
Mm-hmm.
going at it, and the
Mm-hmm.
customers going at it with the business. It's like
Yeah.
as women, mostly, we need to do better. These
Yes.
boys,
I
these
agree.
good old boys, cover their asses like nobody's business. Oh, but we need to link up and be like together and be strong, because this is ridiculous, And I have so many other young ladies that I do, interact with, and it's the dynamics of, and I can't even say it's because I'm trying to think of it, and I want to be very politically correct, because I don't want to say it's not even a race thing, it's not even an age thing, because some of these young girls are out here super hyphy. You know what I mean? They snap on a fuse, but I think it's just an overall woman, like an insecurity thing, like I'm taking your man kind of thing, and I don't understand that. Okay, let me backtrack, and let me give you a concrete example of what I'm saying, because I know you're looking at me like, bitch, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
No,
So
I'm listening.
what I know, but your face is like, where are you going with this? So for example, for a prime example, I had a partner with an event, and the young lady, on some of her social media platforms, she has a larger following than mine. all right, whatever. She's been doing her business and she does like cosplay and all kinds of stuff. So she has a very large following. That's really cool. A lot of people like that stuff. So she, and she's had her business for almost 10 years now. So she's been at it for a while. So when it came time for us to partner for the event, when you partner is 50-50, unless otherwise 60-40, 80-20, but when you say let's partner, we go in halves with this, right? We go in halves. We're both putting this event on. We're both gonna do stuff. And I'm like, all right, girl, I got these people I'm interviewing all of my vendors and we're shouting them out. I think you've seen a couple where I'm on selling stuff with my vendors and blah, 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 right? So I was like, I need you as my partner. If you're not going to join, which you don't have to, if you're busy, you got a big girl job, dude, just sit your phone up and just let it play like in the background and let it support, you know what I mean? So you can see the viewers, you can see the algorithm.
Yes.
This bitch said I was trying to steal her followers. I was trying to use her for her followers.
How would you do that?
Especially when we're going partners on an event that we're both throwing. So she goes, well, none of my followers are in Atlanta. I said to her, you got 27,000 followers.
How you know where everybody is?
Bitch, are you sure nobody live in the Southeast United States?
Especially in Atlanta. Wow.
So do you see what I'm saying? It's like she wanted the accolades. She wanted to partner with me, but she refused to give full. I'm not taking her followers. It would have just been her chiming in so her followers know that she's what is she? The disconnect with women. That's what it's like a caddy. Like, I don't want you to, you're going to steal my secrets. You're going to steal my t-shirt design. No, but this is a business. With business, you want me to sign an NDA? Okay. That I'm not going to take your followers. Like, I don't understand. So that's what I mean, as far as like competition, the crab in the barrel, that is a very concrete set of and when you said your partner for LOVE.SKIN started giving you every reason in the book why she couldn't participate, right? It started being issues or fake issues, fake problems that were drummed up, same type of situation. But why do they do that? It's like they sabotage
their own selves,
because if she would have hung on, you know what I'm saying, if your partner would have hung on, you see what I'm saying, but they've shot themselves in the foot over something that they falsely perceived, made up in the head. I don't get it.
No, yeah.
And I mean, I know that's but that's like a true live, like for real story. And
we have them, right? We have them.
I'm flabbergasted. So before we wrap up, tell me about your honey line, your honey boo, your boo boo, your bae over there, your king's line. You're like, who? Your king's line for your honey.
Because earlier I was supposed to speak about the men's line, and so when you said king, that's the name of the
right. Your honey boo over there, your boo boo, your bae.
Blue Nile Studios, BlueNileStudios.com. He has original t-shirt work, and then there's Blue Nile Customs, where he customizes work, where he has this beautiful site that he has invested in, where people can just come on, either upload their own artwork. We have a directory of so much clip art.
Y'all got fancy with it.
However anyone wants to design their shirts. So yeah, he's great at what he does. He's also a creator. So BlueNileStudios.com and BlueNileCustoms.com. LOVE.com.
I love that.
So,
That is awesome. Y'all are a family of entrepreneurs. And how many children do you have?
two, two,
So,
two young adults,
so
no
your
babies.
two babies are watching mom and dad
Oh yes,
knock it
they've
out
been at since they were in car seats in meetings.
and they're soaking it in. But do you know how good that is for us, for our children to see
Mm-hmm.
us
Mm-hmm.
doing that and soaking all of that in? Because you have some of these children that, they live in the outskirts of Atlanta and have never been to city center Atlanta. Like, how you never
Mm-hmm.
been to the city? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You live like 20
Yeah.
minutes away, but
Right.
you have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people that are very,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they're in their own little pockets.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they don't expand, and so they don't
Mm-hmm.
expand their children's minds either.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm
Mm-hmm.
all about, I like to give my children experiences instead of giving them things.
Yes. Yep.
You know what I mean? And so the experience you're giving them watching you, mom with her empire, and now dad's got his empire going over here, and they're just like soaking it all in. I'm loving it.
Yes.
That's cool. I love that. That makes me feel good. All right, Itiel, go ahead and shout out and let everybody know where they can find where she started from, y'all. She started from the bottom. Now we're here. She started with incense and oils. She jumped to the bath line. Then she jumped to the
Skincare.
skincare line. And she gonna plump me up and get some of them
That's
M's off of
right.
my forehead.
That's right. That's, that is
And
a,
now you've got new products launching under the Love Skin,
under the
just
LOVE.SKIN, under the skincare. Going to be adding to our men's collection.
which is king. So yes, tell
Yes.
us a little bit about the men's collection, because again, men don't really get, especially skincare.
Men love. It's
They
amazing. It's
down,
amazing how many men we serve.
they on the down low
we
with the body and bath shit. I'm
Yes.
telling, they
It's
don't want to
amazing
act
how
like
many men we serve, uh, from either from deodorant to body wash to lotion, to the oils. They even sneak over into the skincare tab
I'm
and
saying.
get some skincare products. So that
They
gave
they like
me,
down low, smelly good
and
stuff. You
that
know what
gave
I'm
me the
saying? They don't want to
right.
act like they do, but
Yes,
they really like that.
and that gave me the cue that, okay, I went to my list.
Yep.
Hit this for men, do this for men, do that for men. So
Yes.
I am expanding on the men's line, so they're going to be excited about that. But the line is called King,
Yes.
and it's just and it's with the body wash, the lotions, the after bath oil, the fragrances, all those. They
So
even
what
have, I even
sense
created
what sense
years
did
ago
you
a
make
man
special
cave
sense
line.
for men? Special
Mhm.
men's
Oh
sense? Did you
yes,
do special men's
definitely.
sense? Yeah, special
Definitely.
men's sense. So
And
y'all
so they
don't
even have their own incense line called MANCAVE, which has been big for years. People love women,
really?
even women sneak over into that line. So there's a
Really?
MANCAVE incense, yep, that I created. I forgot when I created MANCAVE, but that was an idea that came up. And so because that's when the whole MANCAVE thing hit, it was a big. So I said, well,
Right.
since in my
Buzzword, buzzword,
industry,
yeah.
and that's how I always look at it. What can I do from my industry, from my creation,
To
that I can
bring it
add to
full
other
circle.
industries,
Yep.
right? And so that's one way. Another way, just
Love
putting
it.
it out there for other women entrepreneurs who might
Jot
be
it in your
creatives.
notebook.
That's
Man
one way.
cave.
Yes,
You know what I mean? It may not ring true
right,
right now, but come
right,
down the line, you go back and be like, oh, man
right.
cave. I am doing a men's line. That would be a good scent.
Yes,
And it just,
yes, and it just develops that way. Yes.
I
So I'm
love it.
always trying to not just stay in my industry. I'm always also looking at other industries. How can I add to that industry? How can I
Right,
add to the home industry?
right,
With
oh,
what I do.
right,
Uh,
right.
and so that's one way. So yes, we do have a men's line,
I love that.
and we also have. Speaking of Blue Nile Studios,
Hmm.
uh, my husband created scents that Smell Good Spa carries, and that's under the Resistance line. It's called
Oh,
Resistance, and it's fragrances. Yes, exactly. fragrances for men, and I'm creating 2 additional products to go into that line that should be announced within 2 weeks or so. But
You are like on fire. I thank you so much, Itiel. It has been a pleasure.
Yes, it has.
You. And until next time, darling.
Yep, I look forward to the next one.
All right. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye now.